Alright. Hello fellow viewers and welcome back to yet another live stream. Since yesterday I really messed up and I actually used the wrong delay to get the shiny Wynaut. So the actual real delay is 167, not 147, my mistake. So this is all that you need to do. The frame is this. If you wanna just take a look at my how I did it, and then maybe you can also replicate the same results. That is, if you are planning to do RNG manipulation just like I am. And of course my voice is kind of failing me when I start live streaming. No idea why that always happens. Hey there Arch, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, and you got the you got that thing that you were grinding for as well? Hey there Ahmed, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? So many viewers with an A, like their names starting with an A. And yeah, my character chilling out in the hot tub, and there's a creepy old dude staring at us ladies, very rude. So yeah, let's start with the hunt. There we go. Yeah, I saw that you wrote a whole text block on my Discord server, so I'm glad that you finally got what you were looking for. Even if I'm not very familiar with the game, but I definitely know how it feels like getting something that you were basically grinding for hours in a game. And I also saw your pizza, Ahmed, and yeah, that just always makes me kind of hungry. I bet it was pretty good. Like, what ingredients did you use, if you don't mind sharing? If you don't want to share your secret recipes, then I get it. It's okay. I don't force anyone to do so. Looks really good. Yeah, definitely. Really does. So let's hope with the correct delay this time that I'll get it. Right, 3 seconds. And now comes the using your bicycle and driving back and forth part. Very straightforward, but if I did it correctly, then the egg that will hatch will be a square shiny, it will be modest, it will have the second ability, even though, Wynaut only has one ability it can have. So it doesn't matter. Sometimes, as in in Pokefinder, you can have ability 0 or 1. 0 is the first ability a Pokemon can have. I know that might sound a bit weird, but very often, especially in programming, things start to get counted with 0 and then comes 1. That's just a very usual thing you see in programming. And that is a good thing if you look up which abilities the Pokemon will have. You're gonna see which ability it has. If it's 0, you know it's gonna have the first one. Should it have a first one and second one, of course. Some Pokemon only can have one single ability. In that case, it's always going to be that one. Or in the case of 2 possible abilities, like what would be a good example? Oh, the Starmie that I got. Unfortunately, it has the not so good. Oh, not the Starmie. Excuse me. I think it's the Chimchu. It has the not so nice ability, Illuminate. When I much rather would have preferred it to have Volt Absorb, but you get what you get. All this data depends on your train ID and secret ID combination, and sometimes you get stuck with the things you get stuck with, as stupid as it sounds. If you follow my stream that I once did, which now is a VOD, a VOD, video on demand, I think it's been a while. I think it was over a month ago, if not more, where I did a TID secret ID manipulation live with a spare copy of Ruby that I have, and in that video, or during that live stream, I did show if in case you want your train ID and secret ID to yield specifically Pokemon with ability 1, you can actually set the parameters so that will appear, but don't expect the best, especially not in terms of IVs, because if you want to do that using RNG manipulation, I recommend you to use Generation 4 RNG manipulation instead. It's going to give you an easier time. Omni, why is your stream so quiet? Your voice is usually quiet. Actually, I don't know. It is indeed very strange. Hang on, I'll try something out. Now, at least better. I plugged it out and in my microphone again, because with technology, it just turn it off and on again. That magically seems to work sometimes. No idea why, but yeah, hopefully the sound is better now. Eating while watching ingredients: flour, salt, yeast, chicken, tomato sauce, mozzarella, water, and blood and human soul and devil tears. Where do I get human souls and devil tears? No supermarket that I ever been to had these ingredients. Or maybe I don't want to know how you got these from, but they better be freaking good, right? The soul pizza. But at least you didn't make sushi pizza, so we're all good. I like my new sword in my game. It's very cool, but it kinda sucks. Wait, it kinda sucks? How? Why does it suck? Don't tell me it's a thing like in Earthbound. There's a weapon in Earthbound, a very old RPG, back for the SNES, the second home console Nintendo has ever produced. There's a item in that game that's also a very rare drop, and it's difficult to get. It's called Casey's Bat, and you can equip it to Ness, and apparently it's called or named after a famous baseball player who was called Casey something. Either Casey, the given name, or the surname, family name. I don't remember that. But he was infamous for something, for sometimes, I think, missing very crucial shots. Although I could be misremembering that, so take that with a grain of salt. And that's why the Casey Bat, it increases your critical hit ratio, or smash in that game. If you get a critical hit, it shows the... Oh my god, no! What the... It's happening again! The game froze again. Why does it keep happening? I've played these games since I was a small child. These games came out before my nephew and niece were born. What in the world? That never happened in all of these hundreds of hours of playing these games. And now suddenly it happens? This is very strange, but... I could have hit the correct frame, but I guess I'm never gonna know because... Oh well, let me change. Put it back in again. And you know what? I'm gonna reset the GameCube just in case. But yeah, Arch, that has already happened in some of my streams. No idea why. I'm just as baffled as you are, honestly. Well, there goes another and now Ian Timer doesn't make a sound anymore. What's happening? Yeah, for some reason my streams have these hiccups lately. No idea why. Technology. And now you're not giving me the visual cue. Why are you doing this to me? Come on. No, I don't want the tick. What? Very random. Don't want the tick, I want the pop. Prefer that one. And now please work. Can you work, please? Already to a very great start here, huh? Ah, there we go. There we go. That's what I want to see. And don't freeze now, game, okay? Don't. But anyway, where was I with the Earthbound Casey's bat? Yeah, it gives you a very high or heightened critical hit ratio, which is cool. But it also makes you more likely to miss. And that's kind of an in joke. And just your thing with the sword just reminded me of that fact. From the graveyard? I don't have the guts to do that, Amit. Got nerfed a lot. It used to have twice base stats, but it got nerfed because it could one-shot one of the final bosses. Okay, that's kind of understandable though. If it does that, then it should get nerfed. It got balanced. I'll send a video sometimes really flashy, and I mean really, really flashy. Well, thankfully I don't have epileptic problems. I do really wonder why the Sapphire froze. My Emerald did it once as well. That was very annoying because I was, well, that was not while on stream, but I was EV training one of my shinies. And that takes a long time, and then it froze. I had to do that all over again. That was very annoying. That's why you save as many times as you possibly can. Oh, it's not epilepsy. Oh, you mean flashy as in the other definition of flashy. Alright, got you. Really hope this doesn't happen again. I do wonder, will that happen once in the future? Hopefully not, where I get a shiny and then it crashes. Please don't do that to me, game. Technology is working against me here, instead of with me. I suggest cola block with lemon. It tastes amazing with some human screams and horror. Amazing. Dark cola. Cola from hell. Or whatever you want to call it. I guess it's not vegan then. Not that I am a vegan, but I don't like the taste of blood. I always hated it when either your you had something, the gum in your mouth was bleeding because of something. I do have very sensitive gums. And then you could taste the iron in your blood because you were bleeding in your mouth, and then it touches your tongue. I always dislike that. But I know that you are a vampire, Amit, so enjoy your blood cola with lemon and human screams. At least with the human screams, I hope you use the correct ones, not just some innocent ones. Some psycho who probably deserves it. I prefer my pizza though with other ingredients. If this thing with the freezing persists, I might have to clean the cartridge, as in the... It might be because, I mean, these games are old indeed. They are old after all, and sometimes games like that need just a clean, you know, the contacts. But it is pretty annoying. It's not the first time this happened. In one... that's why I immediately took the cartridge out and put it back in. Because last time this happened, the game froze twice, and that's pretty annoying. Especially when I'm doing a hunt like this. I don't want the game to freeze. Imagine I get the shiny and then the game freezes. That would not be nice. Definitely not. Fun fact, I can make homemade cola. It's easy. Lemon and orange and water and cinnamon. Soda, you get your cola. Yeah, I mean, I never made cola myself, but one high school I went to, a parallel class made soda themselves. And one girl made cola. And they actually made it in pretty big quantities, so that some other classes could just have a taste test. Although I have to say a lot of other students were pretty critical of it, but I was very interested to taste how it tastes like. It was pretty good. It was better than the Coca-Cola, actually, one of them. And another one made something akin to Fanta, but it wasn't really Fanta. Sponsor me, Fanta and Cola. I mentioned your company's names. Is the match, the Euro thing, is that going on right now? Because I have to check that. Oh yeah, there's a game going on. Looks like it's the Netherlands against France. Oh, and Italy lost yesterday. Oh my god, Italy. Oh well. Not really that much of a freak in that department. I don't know where the others are. Usually there's more by this time, at least. Yeah, you do this for 6 minutes, and then you check if the egg hatches. Is it shiny? No? Well, let's see. Making strawberry pancake tomorrow. Ooh. That sounds very good. Man, I wish we had wormholes where you just send a piece of your food very quickly, like instantaneously, to my place. Because a lot of the food pictures that you take and post into my Discord server, looks really tasty. And unfortunately, you see food and you can't eat it. But cinnamon though, cola with cinnamon, that sounds very good. I love cinnamon, personally. Really like it, especially during winter. Get apple cinnamon tea, that's just wonderful. The strawberry pancake, that sounds really good. My mom sometimes, or a lot of times during my childhood, made pancakes with apples in them. Really like those as well. Hey there, Polygons, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Let's see if I get it tonight, hopefully. Until now, no shiny, but I did have the game freeze on me once. Which I hope, and I really hope that that won't happen again. Oh. Ah yes, glorious trumpets of Generation 3's music. I love cinnamon when I make cinnamon rolls. Ooh, that sounds very good. Fortnite is pissing me off. How is Fortnite pissing you off? Oh wait, didn't they have a new update recently? You'd have to tell me, since I don't play Fortnite myself. Love cinnamon when I make cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon rolls. Very good. Sometimes I use cinnamon when on the occasion where I make pancakes, which is usually rare. I also like pancakes with cinnamon, like dust, I guess, not cinnamon dust, but powder. It's really good. And then if you combine them with apples, you don't need any sugar because it's already gonna be very sweet, especially if you use the Pink Lady apples, if you guys know what that is. It's a very specific breed or brand as well of apples, red apples. Very sweet, I really like that. Cars? Cars in Fortnite are pissing you off. Need to give me a bit more context in that. But yeah, does sound interesting. You hate them? I have a car hater in the chat. Strawberry pancake is just pancake but strawberry milk. Still, that does sound very tasty. I do like strawberries a lot as well. Strawberry milk. If you like milk in general, I really have to... I mean, I'm not sponsored by them, although I should be at this point because I make so much... I do so much advertisement for them, but my main country, my home country's milk brand called Luxley, just they make so... Their milk is just so freaking good. Really high quality. And also the strawberry milkshake that they have, I could drink it multiple liters if I didn't have a sense of stopping myself, because you shouldn't really drink multiple liters of milk. That's not really such a great idea. It's not terrible, but I wouldn't recommend it. Welcome back. Cars make human speed buns. What? I don't think you meant bun, because that is something else. Strawberry is my favorite and I love milk so much. I once drank 4 big cups in one day when my family left me alone. Oh, if you ever get a hold of Luxley strawberry milk, you're gonna... I mean, I don't blame you if you drink a liter of that, because I've done that myself once in my life. Maybe not once. Maybe a couple of more times than that. definitely. Chocolate milk is also good, and the banana milk. Bums. Well, until now nothing froze, so at least there's that. Would be a pretty funny fail moment, but still, I hope that doesn't happen. Doesn't really have to happen. Maybe I should stop talking about it unless I'll maybe jinx myself in the process. Just running at top speed with your bicycle and then just getting stopped by a lady, but in real life that would look different. Did I ever say I hate strawberry banana mix? I hate it as much as Ben Shapiro. That's... oh geez. Is that really a combination that you hate that much? As in only the milk mix, that's what you're talking about, right? I'm the fluffiest in the universe. Jack Saroth, I'll explain the Discord server. Alright. Although I do think for your title on fluffiest thing in the universe, I think there's some competition there. Hey there, Animator, welcome back to the stream, how you doing? Hopefully this is a shiny Wynaut. No. Alright, let's try again. Alright. Yada yada yada, yes, give me the egg. And if you give me the egg at the exact right time, I'll have a good egg. There's a Discord server? Yes, there is. Hang on, let me send you the link. There you go, the link should be good for about a week. Yes, it's bad. No, I'm talking about just strawberry banana, but with milk it's not bad. The combination strawberries and banana, I don't think I've had it with any, like, I don't think I ever ate them together like that. I'm trying to think of it, but nah, I don't think so. Jirachi? Yeah, if I get the I'm a Blissey's thing working on my Sapphire and Ruby, I'll definitely do a shiny Jirachi. And I also have Pokemon Channel, so I will also, I'm probably going to try that as well. But that is still need to I mean, I know the theory of doing it, but still need to pull it off, and then I'll definitely stream it, just like with the with egg RNGing, because a shiny Eevee, that would be a really nice thing to have. The Astaroth guy is on my YouTube banner. Oh, okay. Basically, there's this guy in the game I grind called Astaroth, and he uses lines from Frieza in a Dragon Ball game. Ah, that's cool. Which lines is he using? I mean, Frieza does have a lot of pretty iconic lines. I thought the scene where he went to hell, or as it got translated as in some versions, home for infinite losers, because that's, at least the kiddies won't hear them say hell then. Ooh. Yeah, I know censors are very strange sometimes. But it's very funny where his version, Frieza's version of hell is basically watching little stuffed plushies having a party for eternity. That is pretty funny. That made me laugh. But if I'm not mistaken, I bet he got wished out of hell at least once. Don't think he is stuck there anymore. Do I spend $200 on a 13 or 15, I don't know, centimeters of a new Nagamoya 2013 shiny Magikarp? Those are the questions that you're asking, that you could ask yourself, definitely. Nagamoya shiny Magikarp. Let me see. Ooh, nice. Very good question. I'm also thinking, should I buy these? I mean, I do want to buy them, but there's Chandelure earrings from Pokemon Center. Those are really nice. I mean, Chandelure is one of my favorite Pokemon. And yeah, they live rent-free in my head. I just can't get rid of them, and one of these days I'll buy it. So you can't. But $200, that's a pretty hefty price. But yeah, I know how these things go, right? They're very limited. They had a limited release, and then the ones that are left in a pretty okay condition, usually the price skyrockets. There's a life-size version, the shiny Magikarp, that's worth $2,000. $2,000 for a life-size one. If I were rich, I would buy one. It would be one of the soul-healing purchases. But life-sized. Yeah, I'm looking at it in Europe. It's also like one thing that I see here. It's for 300 euros. I really do want to see the life-sized one though. Don't seem to be able to find it. At least not now, or for now. Oh, now I did. Oh. Stop giving me ideas. I can't afford to buy something like that. Now I also want it. There's a giant Entei plush. That is ultimately one of the rarest but most rarest Entei plush. Same with Suicune or Raikou. One selectively is 2k. Oh wow. Hey there, Sharku Khan, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Welcome to the stream, how are you doing? Are you aiming for a shiny Wynaut? Yes, exactly. A shiny Wynaut that you get from the egg that you get during the story in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. This being Sapphire, and I'm playing it on the Game Boy Play on the GameCube. So this is all retail, this is nothing, no emulators used, no action replay used. The only programs that I use here are Ian Timer and Pokefinder. Those are used for RNG manipulation. And hopefully I'll get a shiny that way. I mean, I've done it successfully before. Just this is my first time doing it live. The giant Entei plush cannot even be found on eBay. It's just, I just want to put a baby ride on the Entei dude for funny reasons. Yeah, I'd be inclined. Imagine if you have a toddler and you just give them such a huge Entei. Why do all the nice things have to cost so much? 2k, that's really a very hefty price for a plush. Also saw a, there we go. Was it a Snorlax plushie that was basically a dog bed? Was so huge. There we go. No shiny means we reset. The battery has run dry, that's why I'm using RNG manipulation. And then you proceed with the text boxes until this one. And then I wait for the Ian timer program to the countdown to reach 0. And then hopefully that works. Try finding it, I know you won't. Yeah, I am, and I'm not finding anything. If you do, send me the link, please. Alright. I just found a TikTok about that shiny life-sized Magikarp, and it says, when people ask me why I spent £450 on the life-size shiny Magikarp plush, but the girl is very happy, so yeah, I understand why. I do have a shiny Vaporeon plush, but that's I don't think that, maybe it's not an official one, I actually don't know. I bought it at a convention. Pokemon is selling a literal actual life-size Lucario plush. Oh wow. I bet it's very expensive. Oh wow, that is pretty big. From the Pokemon Center. I found one for 720 euros. Oh, come on. There we go. Which is a few inches in a human. Yeah, Lucario is... how large is it again? I think 1 meter 40 if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's 1 meter 20 centimeters. So as a young girl I was already taller than Lucario. No, I didn't find the Entei, I found the Lucario. Yeah, sorry about not being too clear, I did not find the Entei. The Entei one is also life-sized, right? Or not life-sized, sorry, but pretty large. I think Entei, out of the 3 legendary beasts, has the best shiny. I don't know. Suicune shine is also pretty nice, but the other 2 shinies are a bit too. How do I say it? They're not that noticeable. Kind of disappointing. A life-sized Entei plush, that would be... I mean, I did see I don't know, it was probably not life-sized, but a very large Snorlax plushie. That was essentially so big that you could have a kid lying on it, or a small child, or a dog or a cat, and that would definitely be a very cute idea for a dog or cat bed. Do have to investigate these crashers though. Too bad I don't really find anything on the internet about them. It's weird. Entei is basically very big that I think even a kid could ride it. Alright. Now I really wanna see it. Or teens? No, adults, I guess no. I mean, there's very small adults, that is definitely a thing, but also saw one that wasn't a plush, that was a inflatable, like a pool toy, I guess. A huge inflatable Lugia. And I wonder if that is official or not, but now I want it. What's your favorite Pokemon from Generation 9? Generation 9. My favorite is Steel Dragon Pokemon. My favorite is Chiyu. That's my favorite Generation 9 Pokemon. I mean, it's a goldfish. Already, that is fantastic. One of my favorite animals. Like, ever. Top 3, basically. Or, I mean, yeah, favorite animals. And it's also very good competitively. Really like Chew. Huge inflatable Lugia. Just give me 2 minutes. Now you also want it, because I've seen it once on a picture, on photographs, and I was like, oh no, my wallet. But it's not like I go to pools that often, so I know that I don't need it, but my heart is like, I need it. Can you guess the Pokemon Steel and Dragon from Generation 9? Is it not the evolution of the Generation 8 Steel Dragon? Forgot the name. Duraidon? No. The skyscraper dragon thing. And in Generation 9, the evolution makes it so it becomes essentially a bridge, right? It's pretty cool. Bit of change for so that the music changes. Akaludon. Or Archaludon. No idea what the correct pronunciation is. Nah. Right, let's see. Nah. Still nothing. Oh well. Another try. Till now the game hasn't crashed, so at least there's that. Oh crud, apparently in Luxembourg we have Asian tiger mosquitoes that have been sighted, and those are known to carry the dengue fever, and apparently we now have dengue fever in Luxembourg. Wow. That's freaking scary. Oh boy, some nature is really changing. Alright. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, let me think. I could also go here, I think. That would maybe also work, maybe even better. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Okay, you're here. This works, yeah. No, maybe not, actually. If you're always going to be in the way, then... this works, maybe. Yeah, hatching eggs in the old games can be very tedious, unfortunately. Barely evaded him. Oh, this works as well. There was a moment in Ninjago when all the 4 Ninjagos got new clothes colors, and all 4 were wearing black, and one of them didn't get a new color. So he said, "I'm still black." I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, sometimes you don't need a change. Bless you, thank you. Or Gesundheit, as a German would say. Or Ate Sui, as a French would say. Okay, neighbors are pretty loud, but I don't know if you can hear that. Hopefully not. I mean, I do get it. It's Friday night. You want to be outside and grill something. That's just the European spirit. To be fair, the weather, I don't know. We have had thunderstorms. And it was very humid these last days. Not really great weather. But right now it's not raining. Before it was. So 15 degrees. Well, that's not really grilling weather. Even though astronomically speaking, the summer has started. Was a moment where the character called Kai said, "Guys, my sister's kidnapped and we need to help her." And Jay was like, "A girl, she's hot," is a kids show. I mean, there's a lot of kids show that have very attractive characters. That is, kid shows aren't free of that. What was it again? I mean, that was a sitcom, but I forgot the English name, but there was a sitcom where it's family friendly, at least I would say it is. And it's about a family of a man and his wife and their 2 children, a son and a daughter. And yeah, the husband is pretty rude, and that's the joke. I know that may be not enough of a description to differentiate or deduce what series I'm talking about, but I'm really struggling to remember the English name, because back then, when I saw it on hey, get out of my way. When I saw it on TV, that was the German version, and that's not the original, that's a dub. Let me see, maybe I can find it. What else is Google good for? But yeah, that was a show where a lot of people just watch it because they thought the mom was hot. The original's called Married with Children. Maybe that, hey, maybe that rings a bell. Funny when you hear the cries of wild Pokemon sometimes. Really does that atmosphere. My favorite Ninjago moment was when the main villain, Lord Garmadon, who tries to destroy the ninjas 3 times and ends up living in an apartment. He looks like he's retired. Did he just... Does he have... Is a villain... Being a villain just a job and now he's retired? That is kind of fun if that's the case. At least that's a... Yeah, pretty clever joke. His son visits him as if he didn't try to kill them before. Okay. And it's just played like that in the show. Ah, there we go, finally. Alright, let's see. Oh, come on. Should have gotten it by now. No wonder, usually I do have more viewers. But maybe Friday night is very, or at least it's night for me, not for everyone. Really depends on the, well, the time zone of my viewers. Oh, one thing which is also pretty annoying if you're gonna do this hunt with this exact hunt, one thing that's very annoying is you can't teach it while you're calibrating, and if you are using calibration you can't really teach it hidden power because Wynaut does not learn any TM moves. So I would suggest maybe, I mean, it's up to you if you want to use calibration or not, but as you can see, I'm not using it. How quiet everyone is on a Friday evening. Oops, no. There we go. Always wanted to see what is on the other side. You know, you see this Zigzagoon and this Cacleon, this Azumarill, that Pikachu. But you can never actually have access to that part of the game. Oh, and maybe one thing I should also mention. Usually if you do RNG manipulation with eggs, this, like how I'm doing it right now, is not the way you should do it. It's just that the Wynaut that you get, the Wynaut egg that you get during the story that I'm hunting right now. That's one exception. That's where you use the stationary or static tab on your Pokefinder program. Usually if you're RNG manipulating eggs, you use the egg tab. But in this specific case, for some reason, the egg gets generated like a static encounter or stationary encounter instead. And that's why I'm using that frame. Always these rude people in the way. Just testing things if... No, it doesn't seem to be a better route. Maybe I can use this as well. Then the music won't change all the time. I don't know if it makes anyone here nervous, but after a while it does get a bit annoying. So let's stay here for a while. And don't save once you have the egg, because then you're gonna be stuck with whatever whatever frame you've gotten it on. And if it's not shiny, well, too bad, you can't go back. So you save in front of the lady that gives you the egg. That's how you should do it. Once the egg is generated, the IVs and the PID and everything else regarding the Pokemon will be determined. If it's not an egg that you have received yet, then it's not determined. So do keep that in mind if you're ever planning to RNG manipulate eggs in this game. And maybe you don't know that. I do have some viewers who they click on these videos because they were thinking of maybe doing RNG manipulation as well. And on some of these that people are trying to do, you don't really find that much on YouTube, and that's why I thought to myself, well, if I do it, then at least it will be documented in some way. And then people can just basically copy what I'm doing. At least they see that it works on retail as well, not just on emulator. The big question, will the egg hatch on Route 111 or on Route 112? Doesn't matter to me, of course. Now, unfortunately, in this generation, it's very annoying or tedious to hatch eggs. You can't really use Flame Body, because that got introduced since Emerald, and since this is not Emerald, this is Ruby and Sapphire. More specifically, in this case, it's Sapphire. So, unfortunately, you have to do it the old-fashioned way, which is the annoying way. But I think it's even more annoying in, or at least just as tedious in Generation 2. But in Generation 2, it's actually, without RNG manipulation, you can get shiny eggs very easy. Because in Generation 2, shininess is actually determined by the IVs and not the PID, like it is in Generation 3 and upwards. So that means if you have 2 shiny parents, then the odds of you hatching a shiny egg will be 1 in 64, which are fantastic odds. That's better than any Masuda method and shiny charm thing ever. And I am thinking about maybe doing streams like that as well. Just one thing. I definitely need to change the battery in my Gold, Silver and Crystal games. I mean, I've had them since I was a child. But the batteries have run dry, and in Generation 1 and 2 that means that you cannot save anymore. Which is very unfortunate. So all these old save files are unfortunately gone. You seem to have a lot of time this coming week. Or at least I'll be able to stream more. Unfortunately, when I'm with my parents, that laptop is not strong enough to, or at least I did try it before, but it always crashed or had problems when I tried to stream on that. And I already recorded gameplay footage using the laptop. That was chow footage, and I was so angry because it kind of had so much problems with saving it, and it kind of froze while saving the video that it got corrupted, at least partially corrupted. And yeah, I'm really not happy about that. I will upload these. Those are, I mean, they are years old, but I was really angry about them corrupting the sound. Because I was talking into a microphone while I was playing. And yeah, that's very unfortunate that that is basically lost now. But I think redubbing them wouldn't be so much of a problem. Not redubbing them, but just letting them play out live maybe. And then I'll speak over it. Well, let's see what will be the best course of action. But my husband has a Adobe subscription now, so I'm gonna be using Adobe Premiere. I'll finally have a video editing program, and then I'm gonna start making more videos again, which a lot of my subscribers have been waiting for patiently. Thinking of making a 3-minute low quality animation video of me talking about the subject. Yeah, go ahead, do that. Love to see that. Using the D-pad to control the character, but on the GameCube sometimes you kind of accidentally still press up or down, and then you this happens. Hopefully this won't take me too long. Because then finally I can do the Kecleon one. That will be fun. Star and Square Shiny Kecleon. Even though Kecleon is not such a great Pokemon competitively. But again, that's not what you're here for, right? And maybe someone out there would want to have a clone of that. Definitely have to work things out with my husband for the Patreon page so that people can have a quicker look through all the shinies that I have, because it's in the hundreds at this point. When I say I'm drowning in shinies, I'm not joking. Thing is, it's not high quality, like I can't make the other ones out, or Jaden animation level of animation. These guys have over 20 workers work for them. Yeah, but no one is saying that it needs to be super high quality. It's the thought and the passion that counts, I would say. So I wouldn't let you let that stop you. Go ahead and be creative. I mean, the shadow work that you've done that you posted on my Discord server, that was already very good work. I mean, I couldn't do that. I'm not that artistically gifted. I mean, my 3D visual awareness isn't really that, spatial visual awareness isn't really that bad, I would say. But that doesn't mean that doesn't make you a that doesn't automatically make you a good artist, you know. And my hand, you know, sometimes, and that is kind of the issue that I have. I can picture things perfectly in my mind, but my hand won't really cooperate, and that's very annoying. I wish I could just beam what I have in my head onto paper. Then I would be a fantastic artist, but I think then everyone would be. Or at least a lot of people. That's the talent behind being a good drawer. Can make funny jokes, but I can't do high quality art on apps unless it's one draw, but a whole animation is hard. Oh yeah, animation is really hard. I definitely respect that kind of work. It's hard work. Have to go sleep. Bye. Alright, Animator. Thank you for being part of the stream and have a good night. Sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite. I've never actually been bitten by a bed bug before, luckily. Not that I want to have that experience in my life. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I did it, multi-ability ribbon 50 battles. Oh, you did it! Welcome back, Sasuke. And congratulations. Because that is, I know, sometimes you just lose and you did everything correctly. It's just unfair BS RNG. That happened to me today, actually. And I actually uploaded 2 videos today. One of the battle video where I gotten a gold symbol in Battle Palace. And the other one was where very unfair BS RNG things happened to me. So yeah, be proud of yourself, you've done it. 50 battles. Now you're one step closer to your Ribbon Master goal that you have. No, still nothing. What subject should I talk about, though? You can suggest. No, that's a good question. Like, there's a lot of something that you have passion for. At least that's. I like reading when people are very passionate about something, and I learn something new, even if I don't share that said passion. All that is left, world ability ribbon, but that one will be much easier with double destiny bond. What's the word ability ribbon again? It's not the one in the Generation 3, right? But yeah, in general, Generation 4 I think is harder for ribbons than Generation 3. World ribbon, what was that again? I need to look that one up. Well, at least I could do this. Hang on, I don't even need to fly. Let me through. There we go. I mean, some are very easy to get, like the snooze ribbon, relax ribbon, and those you only get, like you get them on a specific day of the week. World ability ribbon, attain rank 5 at the Wi-Fi battle room. Oh yeah, well, because these Wi-Fi battle things aren't there anymore. But you can still get that ribbon, right? Do you watch Papa Hefe and I'm a Blissey? Yes. And I can only recommend them. Very good. And because of I'm a Blissey, I'm also doing RNG manipulation. Online Generation 4 using custom Pokemon server. Alright, that's excellent that these ribbons aren't lost media in a way, just because the services that you used back then are offline. Fantastic that fans are still making it so that you can still get that ribbon. I've been away for a while, but I think they're cooking up something good for Generation 3. Well, I'm a Blissey has uploaded a video today about events he did. It's really nice. And yeah, they haven't streamed in a while, but yeah, sometimes that happens. I'm a streamer myself, so I definitely know why that happens. You're gonna talk about the history of Star Wars? Sure. The events that they're doing, I'm gonna do an RNG stream on these as well. Be back, gonna watch it. Alright. It's pretty good. He made some rumors back in the day how you get some Pokemon. Those rumors were of course false, but he just made it so that you can actually get them without hacking, and that's really neat. And if I can get them on the R4 card and do an injection, then it's definitely possible for me to maybe also yeah, just stream those as well. So it would be Jirachi or Deoxys or what else? I mean, Mew I've already gotten. It was the first RNG manipulation stream that I got. And then he also did one with Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. That would also be nice. I just have to see how to activate them. And apparently he also did now. Oh no, he did actually. That was part of the video. Shiny Johto starter is pretty cool. I mean, I already have a shiny not Bayleaf, although that as well. But shiny Chikorita, I did do a shiny hunt on that live. Although a PAL e-reader, pretty expensive. I need to see if I can do it with an R4 injection tool instead. But if I can get another Mew, then sure. Won't say no to that. You know what's gonna talk about stupidity of the world? Then it's never gonna end. And you might feel really bad. Although I would understand why you could, or how you could go on and on and on and on about how unfair and stupid the world can be. Definitely agree, but even though that could be passionate, maybe talk about something that is nice instead so you'll feel better. Hey there, Real Saki X. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Don't think I've seen you here before, but everyone is welcome. Right now I am currently trying to get a shiny Wynaut, a square shiny Wynaut. And that's the egg that you get in the story. And let's see if this time I manage to get it. No. What I'm gonna do is reset in this case. This is the lady that gives you the egg, and other than most or all eggs that you usually get in the game, this one I use Pokefinder and Stationary Encounter. Oh, you just joined, yeah. Everyone is welcome. Tried shiny hunting Phoebus and didn't go well in Generation 3. Yeah, just getting the Phoebus in the first place. I mean, you have to find the spot where it spawns first. And there's a lot of tiles on Route 119 that could potentially be a Phoebus tile. And I don't know, Real Saki X, if the game that you're playing on, if it has, like, if the internal battery has it run dry or not, because if it hasn't, then the tiles change every day. And that's very annoying to every single day trying to find new ones. Or having to essentially re-find the Phoebus spot. But if the internal battery has run dry, then that is very good, because then it never changes. The tiles stay as long as you don't mix records with other games, because then they get interchanged and then they change again. It's not an authentic copy, so I don't know if there's a timer. The berries don't work though. Alright, if the berries don't work, then I'm inclined to believe that the Phoebus tiles don't change as well. Because the berries not working usually implies that time does not flow in the game. And that's basically the equivalent of the internal battery being dry. And of course, a lot of non-authentic copies don't have a battery in the first place. And then these basically, they behave like a authentic copy where the internal battery has run dry, but the message may or may not come. Some unauthentic copies start the game with the save file can now be played or something like that, which indicates that it's not a genuine copy. Real genuine copies don't have that text. Although I mean, the shiny odds should still be there. Should be 1 in 8,192. But maybe if, one thing that you can do is, I know it's super tedious, but just check every single tile. Like every single tile. At least 5 times with a super rod. And eventually you're gonna find the Phoebus tile. Save file will be loaded. Yeah, that means it's not authentic. Which still, I mean, you can trade it. You can trade Pokemon between a authentic and a non-authentic copy. I can vouch for that myself. I've done it. But unfortunately you cannot connect unauthentic copies to Pokemon XD or Colosseum or Pokemon Box. That's not possible. But other than that, they usually work just like authentic copies do. So if you ever get a hold of a authentic copy, you can still trade them all over. Or you don't care about the GameCube compatibility, then you're fine as well. I mean, unauthentic copies do cost much less than the original ones. I mean, if you really want a copy of Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, especially Emerald is super expensive. Don't think you really get it under $100. Which is a shame. Well, I have a question. When you save the Game Boy cartridge on PC with an adapter, can you import the save file on the non-authentic to an original? That's a fantastic question. I've been asking myself that as well, but I've never seen that happening. Or I've never seen that happen before. I might actually want to try that myself. To confirm if it's doable. Yeah, $120 on eBay, so it's just ridiculous, right? It's pretty unfortunate, but just the state of retro gaming at this point. So you're okay with the unauthentic version, I mean. You can get them as cheap as $5. And, well, a shiny from that game, if you trade it over, it's gonna work. Unfortunately, if you have Heart Gold, Soul Silver, or Diamond and Pearl, you cannot use the unauthentic copy to transfer them over. Doesn't work. I know I love Pokemon Sapphire. When I got to know it was fake, I was pretty disappointed. Oh, so you didn't know it was fake? Did you at least not pay a hefty price for it? Because that would be really mean of the seller to say, hey, it's authentic, and then it's not, and they charge full price for it. That's really sneaky, and, well, just don't do that. There are ways, though, to determine if a copy is authentic or not. Also from the way it looks. Already have 20 hours in the game time, and I was about to continue, but my save file got deleted. I had to start over. Oh no, did it just randomly get deleted? Because I've seen that, or I've heard that some very badly made or cheaply made unauthentic copies or reproductions, apparently they don't take save files well, and then at one point they just randomly auto-delete. Ah, well, $5. At least you didn't lose out on too much money then. Hey there, Kaiser Kamazin. Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Shout out to one of my Patreons, Kaiser Kamazin. Until now, no shiny. Hopefully that does change soon. The game froze though at the beginning of the stream. That was really annoying. No, okay. Again. I think I'm gonna stream for probably an hour. Yeah. Should be good. Are you going to work at the pizza place? Exactly, so I was so disappointed, and now I'm scared. My 30-hour progress, I got Rayquaza already and BTE 4. Oh no. Yeah, that's... may I know where you bought them from? were they from Alibaba or AliExpress? Because I've heard some of those randomly deleting save files because they're not well made. How to mention people? Well, usually the @ sign should work. It's weird that it didn't work. Or at least I think it did. Are you listening? Alright. Alright. And here we go again. Yeah, hunting eggs is kind of tedious, but oh well. When I'm gonna do it in Emerald, that's gonna be less tedious since I can use a Pokemon in my team with the ability Flame Body. That will definitely speed up the process. I'm in a country where it's difficult having the OG games, so I bought it off of a seller in real life. I see, yeah. Definitely understandable. And kinda unfair to so many fans in some countries, you know? And yeah, your ad did work, so no worries. Hopefully your save file doesn't get deleted. It's really a shame that, I mean, apparently there are some reproductions that are done well also with a battery. So I think those are actually maybe better, but there's a wide range of copies, like unauthentic copies. Some of them don't hold the save file well, and some of them only have problems when you store the cartridge in extreme cold or warm environments. Was like, I haven't seen you before, so always good to see someone new. Yeah, I'm always happy to see new people here. Last summer I went to a used market that had Pokemon Y2 and I made the mistake of not buying it. How much was it? Like, what was the price? Yeah, Y2, just in general, Pokemon games are very expensive secondhand. You subbed? Thank you so much, Real Saki X. Definitely gonna... There's a lot of content coming your way. A lot of planned content. Not just Pokemon. For the time being, this is the quickest thing I can do right now, and I'm just right now it is very fun, and I want to show how just have RNG manipulation going on, because it's really nice for that to be documented on the internet in case some people want to do the same thing. But there's also other content coming. Be it long videos, just gameplay footage like what I uploaded today. Or, and not just Pokemon, there's Sonic Adventure 2 and other games that I also plan on doing. And not just gaming, we have other things as well. So definitely stay tuned. I did have a very long hiatus on this channel. I mean, this channel existed since... has existed since 2008, so this channel might be a bit older than some of my viewers, and I went on a hiatus because I went to university, and that did eat up a lot of my time, but now I'm back, done with university, and hopefully the direction that I'll take the channel towards will make people happy. Let's see. In November it'll be 1 year since I started streaming. Before I never streamed. I never thought I was gonna stream, but now here I am. Hey there, Classic. Welcome back. How you doing? Yeah, first stream in a while. But I'm glad you could make it. Sure to watch it. Thank you. Was wondering about you, Classic. Hopefully you're doing good. Until now, no shiny. Not yet, at least. And I mean, this is the egg hunting thing that's going back and forth and back and forth, basically. Oh, your birthday is in November? Well, if you calculate 9 months back, then maybe it's obvious why. A lot of people are born in the span of September to November. My birthday was in April. Couple of rough patches, but I'm still here. Well, at least that's great. Is yours unreal? My birthday? That was in April 18th. The return of Classic, yeah. Hasn't shown up in a while. But I don't mind. I mean, I have viewers that are basically there every single time, and others have been pretty faithful. Sometimes they participate in the chat, sometimes they don't. I do understand it though. Usually when I watch streams or listen to them, I'm not such a proficient chatter or prolific. I think that's the better word. The 11th. 11th. Poppy Day in America. Just like my niece, actually. Same birthday. You still have your copy of Old White? You have White 3? Wow. Nah, I'm just kidding. You know, I know you meant to type White 2. Well, at least you have one authentic copy then. Scarlet and Violet DLC is great. Haven't even, I mean, I do have Violet. And one of these days I'm gonna do a blind let's play or maybe playthrough live here. But I'm probably also gonna get the DLC then. I have every single game that came out. Every single Pokemon game except Sword. I don't have that. And I don't have Scarlet. But other than that, I have all of them. If I take it so that, I mean, I don't have Pokemon White and White 2. But my husband has them, and I mean, if I want to play them, he lets me. Have years worth of online, so when you do your Pokemon Violet playthrough, I can join you. Oh, thank you. Also have a rare distribution card. There's a picture of it somewhere in the Discord server. Yeah, that's super rare even. Like, you could sell that for serious cash. But I completely understand if you're, if you think to yourself, nah, I'd rather keep it. I'd also keep something like that. Pretty valuable. Maybe I should record that Japanese bonus disc that I have. You can get it's the only way to get a Tails Chow, Knuckles Chow, and Amy Chow the legit way. At least if you have a Japanese save file of Sonic Adventure 2 or Sonic Adventure DX. That works too. Only really with Pokemon that have a library of games. Yeah, but Pokemon kind of forces you, in a way, to put it mildly, to get a lot of different versions if you want to catch them all. Also have Pokemon Gold, the Game Boy Color game. Still have mine from my childhood. And I have my brother's Silver. Pokemon Silver used to be my brother's cartridge. But he has stopped playing Pokemon. I haven't. But he gave it to me. So he just said it would be better for me to have it. And I also have my Pokemon Crystal as well from childhood. I'm back. It was a pretty dope video, definitely. Definitely a dope video. Just really cool what he does, right? I'm fishing up my Mario Land 2. Oh, and that's a very nice game as well. I have that as well. I mean, as a child I didn't have it. A friend of mine had it. But at a retro convention I bought it for myself so that I could have it as well. I'm a big retro game enthusiast. And I have to say, lately I've been almost exclusively playing old retro games. If you give me your soul, Jan, I'll consider giving you my distribution card. I kind of need that soul though. Unfortunately, Kaiser comes in, so sorry about that. Without it, I'm kind of walking around like a zombie, I guess. Keyword is consider. I won't actually give it to you, and don't tell her that. I never got that message. I don't know what you're talking about. That Colosseum bonus disc thing alone costs like 200 or 150 bucks. That's insane. I'd rather go to, but very illegal because piracy, very bad. My lawyer wants to tell you guys that it's not good. Do not go to a site called Vimslayer. Do not type VIMMSLAIR into Google, and do not download the free ROMs that he has on GameCube games, because that's very bad. That's piracy, illegal. Wink, wink. Not even sure if he has it though. I would have to check myself, but he does have a lot of obscure things, and then you wouldn't need to, like, either you can buy Pokemon XD for way too much, like over $100, or if you have a Wii and you don't mind buying a micro SD card or just a SD card, you homebrew your Wii and then you download the game image of XD, and then you can play XD for €0. So I think that would be, I mean, it's up to you, right? But very bad piracy. Do not do that. Very bad. Very illegal. Need to finish Fallout 2. My husband, sometimes he is switching between Fallout and now a Civ game. Now he's playing frequently. Got distracted and started playing Hades, which quickly became like my whole personality. Yeah, when multiple games are competing for your whole attention, I know how that feels. Missed out on Pal Park because my parents wouldn't let me buy a Wii. Had to pick PS3 or Wii. Oh well. I know, first world problems, right? But you can get Wiis nowadays for a pretty okay price, actually. Like, I've seen Wiis, I mean, the condition was not the best, but it still worked. It was just a bit dirty, you know? Maybe it was lying in someone's attic for a long time, but it still works. And if you clean it with rubbing alcohol, you might get a $20 or a $10 Wii, and it still works, so... I'm back, just squeeze another human body. I'm doing vampire things again. No, not Civ. I'm sorry, Anna, but I think he's gonna get lost to Civ. Oh, it's too late for that. Kaiser comes in. He is actually already lost to Civ. Too addicting, yeah. From what I've seen, definitely. Keep getting called by your parents? Yeah, no problem. It's pretty late where I am. Yeah, same with me. I mean, I am in Luxembourg. I'm from Luxembourg as well. And it's 23:13 where I am. Nicotine is addicting. Yeah, that is one of the most addicting substances, probably. So, it's best if you never start with it. Guys, any suggestions for a subject to talk about in my animation video I'm going to make? Well, the things that I always want to see from people that make stuff online is something they're passionate about, because that just makes the oh, excuse me, that just makes the video more interesting if you see the love being put into it. So I would suggest just doing videos about things you love. For Yana's husband being lost to Civ. Always lose our best to Gandhi and his nukes. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That a simple glitch with an integer overflow glitch in the old games makes it that, because Gandhi in this game is said to be the most peaceful, and if something happens then the aggressiveness slider changes, and his one is always programmed to be set to 0, and if something happens that makes him less aggressive, then it goes -1. But because it cannot interpret a negative number correctly, it wraps back around to the maximum value, and that means he's maximum aggressive, and that just entails him saying, yeah, Gandhi, I'm gonna nuke everyone. That's very funny that they kept that. I want to buy a DS solely for Alpha Sapphire, but I was like, eh. How much was the DS going for? Sometimes you can get some pretty good deals if you're okay with buying a DS that maybe is not in pristine condition, but it's just about being able to play the games. What happened to Yana's husband? He got lost in Civ. I have to ask him how many hours he played today. Alright, see you later, real Saki X. Got the ribbon confirmed, but still playing, and an enemy team of Valrain, Raikou, and now Jinx and Regirock. Well, good luck then. What's your team? Gonna post a video on Discord and my YouTube channel. If you want to subscribe to my channel, be free to do it, but you don't have to. Oh, and I got about how self-respect in respecting other people's boundaries. Yeah, it's very important to respect other people's boundaries. Definitely doesn't get talked about too much, or not enough. To be fair, always was a Civ fan. And I mean, how many playthroughs has he done already? A lot. Latios and Latias, but I died. Oh, that's unfortunate. What do you have to do again? 5 battles, right? Me spiking the DS, the employee just started showing me for a discount. Hate to tell you, but his answer will be 24 hours. Never doing that again. Well, I need 4 Pikachus with all the ribbons, and it will be in every game. Oh, good luck. I've been asked before if I do the Ribbon Master Challenge, and for those uninitiated, the Ribbon Master Challenge is basically having a Pokemon that gets every single ribbon you could possibly put on a Pokemon, usually starting from Generation 3. And you transfer the game from Generation 3 to Generation 4, to Generation 5, to Generation 6, then 7, 8, and 9, and you try to get every single ribbon. And it's quite a challenge. It's a very hard task to do. I haven't done that myself. I don't know if I'm gonna attempt it, but maybe one day I will. Just know that the shinies that I get here, of course, if you ever donate any money to me in any way possible, then per €1 or $1 or whatever your currency is, you're gonna get one shiny. So I'm gonna clone shinies of mine that I RNG manipulated. Or basically any Pokemon that you wish to obtain. Doesn't have to be shiny. I could give you my childhood Latias as well, if the viewer wishes to do that. No problem. And a lot of them, if not all, have the I think it's called the Earth ribbon. It's a Generation 3 ribbon you get if you transfer the Pokemon to either Colosseum XD, and if you master the 100 battles challenge without changing the team. And a lot of them have that. A lot of the shinies that I got here have that ribbon. And if you send these Pokemon out in the newer generations, it will have a special title, like it will say Victor of 100 battles, I think. So that will be, not only will you have a shiny, which is already brag worthy, but you'll also have something even better, like a shiny with a title. What else could you possibly wish for? Alright, I wish for a shiny Wynaut. Aw. Oh well, another try. Got my shiny Corviknight. Oh, nice. I once gotten a shiny Gigantamax Corviknight, but unfortunately I did not get the Corviknight, and I was so angry. I was really salty. I was so salty because of that I actually didn't play the game for over a year. And I use a public trade bot that clones your Pokemon for you, so you could trade you my spare clone if you'd like, Omni. Oh, that would be very nice of you, Classic. Thank you. Trying to get the Gigantamax of it in Sword and Shield. Yeah, I was so close of getting it, but only unfortunately you only get one single try to catch it, like one ball, and if that one doesn't catch it, then oh well. Then that's it. And that makes me angry. I've put the videos on Twitter, but I think I should upload them to YouTube as well. Even if they're fails, but I mean, I know how that goes. People just like to see shiny fails on the internet. I get it. Can't find the max mushrooms. And I can't find the shiny, or get the shiny Wynaut. At least not for now. One of our Pokemon will be lost in time because of the Pokemon Bank, like, exclusive moves. Yeah. I mean, Pokemon Bank still works, and I still use it to transfer them from generation, from the lower generations to the higher ones towards home. I also have Pokemon Home. But there's certain moves that got deleted in the newer generations, so there's definitely some Pokemon that are, in a way, lost media, definitely. That's also why I am so adamant about cloning Pokemon. and keeping them archived like that. And that's why I still do that. There's a long list of shinies you could get from me. Oh, and classic, if you do that, then even though you didn't pay me anything, you can just pick a shiny that you would like for the Corviknight. I'm gonna give it to you, because I do want that Corviknight. There's one guy who has a Wish Chansey in Pokemon Home. No experience, nothing, original move, just sat in home living it up. Oh, a Wish Chansey, that's super rare. That's a very specific event Chansey that got distributed back in the day, and it has Wish. A move Chansey usually does not learn. It doesn't even inherit the move from parents, so you can't do chain breeding to teach it Wish. And I mean, I'm a Blissey has a shiny Wish Chansey. That's something I would love to have. Just Chansey with Wish is just something really nice. Although I guess you can also run it with Soft Boiled, which is also a self-healing move. By shiny Chansey, I mean, one day I'm gonna do RNG manipulation on my Leaf Green. Although RNG manipulation in these games is a bit more tedious and more complicated. But that would allow me to get a shiny Chansey. That would mean even more Safari Sundays and Saturdays even, but they would be in Fire Red or Leaf Green instead of Emerald. Rip Toxic on all Pokemon, can't do that in Generation 9 anymore. Yeah, that's just... Why did they do that? Why did they think that was a good idea? Really think that's stupid. I don't know why, but I like the BDSM games. What? Wait, not BDSM, BDSP. Freudian slip, my dirty mind. Anyway, they got a lot of hate. Well, to be fair, they could be much better, and there's one thing of being faithful to the original, but being so faithful that you go as far as to copy the code 1-to-1, so that you have the old glitches are still in it, like in the newer games. That's just absolutely ridiculous if you ask me. Not saying they're bad games. To be fair, I can't really say that. I haven't played them yet. I do have Shining Pearl, but that's one of the games I'm gonna play blind on this channel, just like Pokemon Legends of Arceus and Violet. To be fair, the Legends of Arceus, that's my husband's game, but the save file is actually on the Switch, not on the cartridge, so no point in me buying the game again. I can just use this game. BDSP would have been better with Sword and Shield graphic, but the full map or even X and Y graphics. Yeah, I mean, sure, I do understand the chibi graphics. I mean, it does come very close to the original, but in that, like, at that point, I'm like, what's the... Why? Why be so faithful? If I want to play the... Like, if I want to play Sinnoh games with that look, I'm probably gonna stick with the original. I just think a remake should not be feverishly close to the originals. It should definitely also give you a new experience. A refurbished experience. And yeah, I'm very disappointed in how the new Pokemon games in general look. Like, it's... Since Generation 6, that didn't really change that much, unfortunately. I miss Toxic Stall Mimikyu. Wait, Mimikyu can't learn Toxic anymore? How many Pokemon can learn Toxic after Generation 9 then? I do wonder. Like, usually almost any Pokemon could learn it. Well, I bid you farewell, everyone. Alright, thank you for being part of the Stream Classic, and see you next time. Bye-bye. Same here, I will only buy the games for my Ribbon Master. That's understandable. I mean, I have Brilliant Pearl. I've bought it on, like, at a retro convention thing, flea market, in Germany, and it was like half the price, and I was like, okay, come on, that is definitely affordable. But I would never buy it full price, it's just... nah. Only really poison types and a few exceptions like Lyscore. Oh, come on. So if I, like I have some shinies that I use competitively that I have RNG manipulated on this channel, like my shiny Phoebus that is a Milotic now. That one knows Toxic. So if I transfer that one to the newer games, it's gonna lose Toxic. Oh, great. That's very unfortunate. I mean, it makes sense with Toxic. I always imagined it being like the Pokemon spitting on the other one. And almost any Pokemon can spit. So Toxic kind of makes sense. You know, an infection in the wild, if a wild animal bites you and it gets infected. Or in this case, not a bite, but some kind of fluid contact. It loses Toxic. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, that's... I mean, Milotic or Milotic doesn't need to be played with Toxic. But I'm pretty sure that... Or I wouldn't be surprised if that makes it so that a lot of Pokemon that used to be very good probably turned out to be not so good in Generation 9. This means a lot of Pokemon trainers in old generation technically have illegal Pokemon. I sincerely hope they're gonna change that again. I'm really not a fan of them deleting moves as well. Or what's the point, like in Let's Play, Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, where the Eevee and the Pikachu get special moves. Why only have these kinds of moves for one game? I would love to see that in other games, you know? Imagine if the Eevee special moves were actually the signature move of its evolution. That would be nice. And through breeding, you would still get an Eevee with these moves. That would be cool. That would be a nice way of bringing these moves back. Would also make Pikachu the main mascot of the franchise a bit cooler because it now has so many attacks it can learn. But no, they're not gonna do that. Generation 6 I like because it was different, but Sword to Paldea didn't like it, moved too quick graphics wise. Well, to be fair, it still looks a lot like very similar. I wish they would step it up and make it so that battles don't look the way they do now. Because I do think the consoles are getting strong enough computational wise that we can have a Pokemon game that looks much better. As in, imagine if it looks like if you were in the arena yourself. Definitely possible. It would be a lot of work, but they just need to have a larger team. Game Freak is a really small development team, and that's just not adequate for today's gaming standards. If you want to release a AAA game, or at least Pokemon could, I mean, they're making some serious cash. If I'm not mistaken, they make more profit than Star Wars. And I mean, Star Wars already, that's a money printing machine, right? So very disappointing of Pokemon not stepping their game up. There's definitely much more they could do, I'm very sure of that. I mean, I did have game design classes, and I do know how game development looks like. And yeah, definitely, they could definitely make something much bigger. But they're instead doing it the safe route, where they just do as little effort as possible, and it still sells because it's Pokemon. Doesn't matter if the game is bad, it sells because it says Pokemon. And they know that, and that's very unfortunate. I really wish that the main games would evolve more. How funny, how ironic that the Pokemon evolve, but the games themselves, well, they should just stylize it. Like, imagine if they make it look like Breath of the Wild would work perfectly and make the game run way better. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things they could do. Stylization would be one way of going about, yeah, definitely. They're doing baby steps. It's just very unfortunate that they go one step forward and 3 steps back. I mean, the toxic thing, other moves being deleted as well. Hidden Power got deleted as well. I don't understand why. That's very unfortunate, since a lot of the shinies that I generate, especially here on Sapphire, the square ones, they tend to have, or they always have, Hidden Power Fire, which is very interesting. I mean, I have a Sceptile with Hidden Power Fire, a shiny one. It's pretty nice. But unfortunately can't really use that then. Who would you say the main target for Pokemon is? Kids or people 25 to 35 who played it the most? That's a good question. I would say kids. But the people like me, 25 to 35, I grew up with Pokemon. I got Pokemon Blue when it came out in Europe in 1998. I was a 4-year-old toddler. I barely knew what I was doing, but I had the game, and I also got Yellow, and then I got Gold. My brother always got the other version. So he had Red, and which I have now, and Silver, which I also still have. But it's just really unfortunate. Like, that's a very large player base. People like me who've played the game since they were little kids. I always think Pokemon is for everyone. I mean, Pokemon Go definitely also brought a lot of older players who never really had anything to do with Pokemon when they were younger. Brought them in. My dad didn't really care about Pokemon, but when Go came out, he suddenly got a Pokemon obsession. And now he's playing like his maximum level in Pokemon Go. And there's more people, older people, that also like to play it. But you can make good games that both appeal to kids and older players. That's definitely possible. As a kid, that never irked me because I was a child, but it's somewhat annoying now. I mean, I'm 30 years old. I'm not a kid anymore. It's been a while. I don't want to be a kid in the games either. I wish you could just pick what you're gonna be. If you want to be an old grandma, then go ahead. That should be possible. That would be really nice. Just being an adult, or just the age group that you are in real life. Pokemon is a game for all ages. I would say so as well. They need to realize that and start changing their strategies a bit. Yeah, because you don't need to market to one fan base only. You could market to all of them. I mean, cool Pokemon, a 30-year-old's gonna say nice, and a kid as well. Kids are not gonna care about the intricacies, like EVs and all that, but you can still have that in the game, so that adults can enjoy it, adults who know what they're doing, and a small kid who just gotten into Pokemon can still enjoy it, because it's a cool monster that uses cool attacks. A kid doesn't really need that much to be impressed. So I definitely believe you can do wonders for both, for any age. Yeah, basically any age. I'm back. I recorded a 5-minute video now. It's time for the hard part, animation. Oh yeah. Animation is a lot of work. A lot of work. I can attest to that. I mean, my husband is an animator. He has a bachelor degree in arts, in animation specifically. And from what I've seen from him and what he told me, animation is there's a lot of work, but I really like it. I prefer animated movies and series over real live action, actually. Just like my grandma. My grandma also, she had like all the VHS tapes of cartoons like Looney Tunes and all that. Even when she was in her 80s, she preferred watching cartoons. If I could play someone that wasn't like 13 every game, I'd be way happier. Yeah, I mean, back then, okay, I was a kid, so I didn't mind. But still, I kind of minded that you couldn't change your character how it looked like. Because here, I mean, I'm a brunette, but in real life, I'm a blonde. And I would like to, you know, pretend that it's me on the bike going back and forth for the shiny Wynaut. I know some people say, how can you be so boring and be yourself when you play Pokemon, but I'm one of these boring people. I just want to pretend it's me in that world, like it's somewhat an isekai feeling. Take me 295 frames. Each frame is 1 second. That's a lot of frames to draw. Yeah, there's special, like in some animes, they can be animated differently. They can be animated on ones. I think that's always a new frame. Or on twos or on threes. And I mean, obviously ones are more expensive to do because you need to draw a lot of pictures. Enjoy Pokemon so much. Yeah, I still do. I mean, it's crazy to think about. I've been playing these games since I was 4 years old. 4 years. Like in the beginning, I still remember when I got Blue. I picked Squirtle, by the way. That was my very first Pokemon, was a Squirtle. Because I thought it was really cute. And I remember every single boy got Charmander. Almost no one got Bulbasaur. Poor thing. And in the beginning I was not stuck, but I was kind of walking around Pallet Town, and you know when you're a really small kid, you're kind of playing in the video game like not how you're supposed to, but you're pretending to be a character that lives there, and you just go around like a small child playing with figurines, you know. I do remember doing that. But I did eventually progress, and that was basically my first RPG that I ever played. Not the first game that I've ever played. The first game I've ever played was also on Game Boy. That was Kirby's Adventure. Not Kirby's Adventure, sorry. Kirby's Dream Land 2. That was the very first game that I've ever played. But I was even younger then. But to be fair, Kirby is understandable for all ages. An old project for a high quality animation needs 2,770 frames each second. Need 30 frames. I still did 500 frames. Oh, that's a lot of work. Squirtle is the right choice. You also chose Squirtle. The thing is with that Squirtle, not only was it my very first Pokemon that reach level 100. Because I just trained it so much. For some reason, I mean, I was a small child, right? I thought that I need to train it as much as possible. And then I just ended up owning everyone because at the end I had a level 100 Squirtle. Oh, not Squirtle, but a Blastoise. Unfortunately, I don't have that Blastoise anymore. Got deleted with time. I did back then when I had Crystal. Oh, sorry, not Crystal. I had Gold. And I did trade it to my Gold version. And then I saw that the Blastoise that I had, the very first Pokemon that I ever owned, was a female. Was a female one. And that was nice because that meant I could... I was breeding Squirtles for everyone back then on the playgrounds. That was fun. But the save file has long since been gone since the internal battery of my Gold cartridge has run dry, so I do kind of miss that Blastoise, but there's no way of me getting it back, unfortunately. But there's still a very special place in my heart for that creature. Also pick Squirtle because I think water is better than fire and grass. I mean, out of the three, I prefer water, definitely. I have a tendency, I would say, to pick the water starter. Not always, though. In Generation 2, I picked Chikorita. I was like the only one who picked Chikorita. All the other ones picked Totodile or Cyndaquil. And since I already gotten some help from my cousins back then. They had a magazine that showed revealed a lot of info before Gold and Silver came out in Europe. And from them I knew that the starters had a gender ratio that was biased against females. So most of the time a starter is going to be male. Meaning you need a Ditto if you want to breed more of that species. And, well, to be fair, that was pretty easy since the daycare was on the same route in Johto where Ditto could be found. So I always thought that stupid gender ratio thing was useless anyway. Also with Eevee, that always annoyed me, that they were always male. Like, I knew that they were doing that so that you wouldn't get that EVs or starters that easily, but why do that and then put Ditto on the exact same route where the daycare is? I mean, what's the point? Just do it 50-50, come on. Did I ever share what my first starter was named? It was accidentally inappropriate? Okay. Spill the tea, sister, what is it? I don't think I've given a name to that Pokemon. At least I can't think of it. But she's always gonna have a special place in my heart. The first Pokemon that I owned, the first level 100 Pokemon that I owned. And of course that one... I mean, everyone was complaining about Brock because they picked Charmander and I reached Brock and was like, I don't know, I just defeated him pretty easily because water. Bubblegum against a 2 Pokemon that are 4 times weak to water, of course you're gonna win. Like, imagine a 4-year-old little kid just pressing A and, oh, I win. I won. That wasn't so hard. My cousin stole my Flygon in Pokémon Sapphire in 2003. Oh, no. He wrote me a care 16 years later to apologize because he never traded it back to you. Oh, well, at least he apologized. I have a suspicion that a cousin of mine stole my Ruby and Sapphire, like my Ruby and my brother's Sapphire that we had. And I'm still angry about that, but oh well. I mean, I can't complain now, can I? I have multiple authentic Sapphires and Rubies. I have 2 authentic Sapphires, one where the battery has not run dry because the eBay seller who sold it to me actually replaced it, even though I didn't want that to happen, but no problem. I still use that cartridge to farm berries because at least I can do that on that save file, right? And the other ones, the batteries have run dry, so I use these for my RNG manipulations. Name my Squirtle, not gonna lie, F you. My first starter was Snivy, a snake Pokemon named Jeez. Ah, okay, yeah. But you were innocent then. I presume you didn't mean to give it a not safe for work name. Imagine Shedinja with electric and Wonder Guard. Yeah, then only earth, like ground types would be able to touch it. Or of course indirect damaging moves like Toxic or something that burns. Pick Snivy, I named it Palpatine. In black and white, at least I had black, or I still have it. I picked the Oshawott, but on black 2, I actually picked Snivy. But black 2, I played very quickly through it. I think I'm gonna delete that save file. It doesn't really, it's not that valuable to me. So I do think that I'm gonna use that for RNG manipulation if I reach Generation 5. This, in Generation 2, when I picked back then in, what was that, 2001, I think? When I picked, not Cyndaquil, sorry, I picked, Chikorita. I soft resetted the game, or I turned it off and on again until I got a female starter, because I knew from my cousin's magazine thing that it would be good to have a female starter so I could breed them. Because I didn't know that Ditto is gonna be there. I thought, okay, maybe try and get a female starter, and I did. And that's how, like, the Whitney's gym, a normal type gym with a Miltank that knows Attract and Stomp and Rollout. Everyone had a very hard time with that Miltank, except me. I had like Poison Powder. It couldn't use Attract because mine was female as well. And then I also used Leech Seed, and that was a... I mean, her Clefairy with Metronome gave me more trouble than her Miltank. Still remember that. Like, I was the only one who never really had that much trouble with Whitney. Do you guys agree that trading is dumb for making some Pokemon forced to trade to evolve? I mean, I get what they're trying to do. They are trying to make the Pokemon game so that you can trade with others, forcing you to socialize in a way. But I do understand if you don't know anyone who plays it, then you're kind of... Ah, there we go! Finally! There it is, shiny! Shiny! Jesus, that took me long enough. Alright, the first thing you do when you get a shiny, you save. There we go. There it is. Square, shiny, modest, Wynaut. Wonderful. Actually, I was about to say I'm gonna do one more reset, and if that's not gonna be it, then I'm gonna stop, but finally we got it. Ah, yes, how wonderful. So yeah, it is definitely possible. The correctly is 167. And then next week, it's the Kecleon. So as always, thank you so much for being part of the stream. And tomorrow it's gonna be Safari Saturday on Emerald, so stay tuned for that. Until then, have a good one, goodbye and good night.